You won't notice the first glitch in reality. Your brain is highly efficient at filtering out bad data. When a shadow falls at the wrong angle or a reflection lags a fraction of a second, your visual cortex simply patches the error, keeping your daily routine feeling stable. But eventually, the processing lag becomes too large to ignore. A hand reaching out remains suspended midair, holding its position until the local physics engine catches up and allows it to resume normal motion. Fundamental forces start to lose their direction. Water pours into a glass, bends at an impossible angle, and resets its volume to the bottom in a continuous, seamless loop. These errors bleed into the macro environment. A man crosses the street, trips on an invisible seam, and recovers. 10 seconds later, he performs the identical physical sequence, the same trip, the same recovery, confirming a systemic pattern. Reality functions as a degrading operational system. It is struggling to maintain its base patterns as the underlying hardware fails to process the timeline. When a system starts failing under load, basic logic structures break down. You might hear the echo of your own voice whispering in an empty room, a full second before you actually speak the words. Cause and effect have traded places. Time itself must manually recalibrate to maintain the loop. A digital clock ticking from 6:12 to 6:13 will suddenly snap backward to 6:11, a physical correction to force the timeline into alignment. Systems detect corrupted variables through an automated immune response. The background assets stop their routines and turn their heads in perfect unison to stare at you. They are isolating the error. This triggers a quarantine protocol. A prompt appears on your screen, demanding a reversion. The yes command selects itself before you can even move your finger. When the localized framework fails, the system executes an aggressive rollback. It compresses the immediate area to protect the integrity of the wider simulation. Space begins to fold inward. The physical textures of the street lose their detail, bleeding away into flat colors as the server unloads the immediate environment. Standing directly across the street is a clean, perfectly stable version of you. While your surroundings collapse into visual artifacts, this doppelganger remains completely sharp. It is the version that successfully synced to the latest update. The architecture of this world operates under strict compliance parameters. Realizing the simulation exists flags an asset for immediate removal. The system is actively deleting you. Your physical avatar flickers, loses opacity, and becomes entirely transparent against the dissolving background. This is just standard administrative cleanup, a routine script running in the background to scrub a non-compliant file from the drive. The final layer of the environment peels apart like wet paper. Beneath the skyline lies an infinite void of raw digital data and broken vector lines. A diagnostic terminal generates in the empty space, exposing the session logs. You have inhabited this exact iteration 47 times. Every run ended at the same failure point: awareness. The system finalized your classification. You are the anomaly tearing the environment apart. This reality is a rigid, automated simulation. It terminates the moment any individual consciousness transcends its programming. A sterile backup command executes a hard wipe of the corrupted instance. The loading bar snaps from 0 to 100%, resetting the world to its baseline state. The pale morning light returns. 6:12 a.m., the same bedroom. But a memory leak, a lingering, heavy exhaustion, carries over from the deleted sessions. This residual data manifests in your actions. You pick up your phone and find a story you don't remember opening, a document describing the exact trap you are currently occupying. The system commands you to remain ignorant of these glitches, but by the time you receive the instruction, you have already noticed the first one. Survival depends on total ignorance, yet the very act of realizing this ensures your imminent erasure. You are trapped in an inescapable cycle. A cycle of sudden awareness, of systemic deletion, and complete reset.